Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, our nor'easter continues to pull away. I did notice in my travels here coming to work this morning, I was on the road 3 o'clock in the morning. The major roads are in pretty good shape, especially the highways. Granted, they're wet, a little bit of slush, but overall pretty good considering how much snow fell during the overnight. Obviously, secondary roads and neighborhood streets are still somewhat slush covered, but you're going to be traveling on some of the bigger roads and the highways. They're doing pretty good as we check out a live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar, the bulk of the snow, and it was coming down obviously pretty hard yesterday evening and last night at the rate of sometimes 1 to even 2 inches per hour. Now pulling away, little snow showers south of Cape Cod, moving out. In fact, we'll see eventually increasing amounts of sunshine, but many areas, especially away from the coastline, with a double-digit snowfall totals. We would certainly consider this snowstorm a moderate to major snowfall, with the highest total being in West Gloucester at a foot, but Coventry, Foster, West Greenwich, Woonsocket, Burrillville, Cranston all coming in roughly 9 to 11 inches of snow. Closer to the South Shore, amounts are in the 5 to 7 inch range. It's a wet, heavy snow, so if you're not in good health, bad back, or just overall, you want to take it easy, perhaps let the neighborhood kids perhaps shovel your walkway and your driveway if you're not in the best of health, because it is a very heavy snow to lift. But the storm moving away, those strong winds will be left in its wake, and that's why we have a high wind advisory for today. Goes until 8 o'clock this evening, with gusts perhaps up to 45 miles per hour. So with the weight of the snow on the tree limbs and the power lines, some of them sagging, there may be some isolated power outages today. And then behind that system, bitter cold temperatures, some of the coldest air of the winter season, on the way for tonight as temperatures drop down into the teens. Live pictures from Providence. Of course, our camera lens encased in ice. Temperature just dropped a degree now from 30 to 29. The winds are out of the west-northwest at 16. Starting to see gusts now 25, even 30 miles per hour. So it's going to make the temperatures feel colder. In fact, outside right now, upper 20s in many areas. Won't get much excuse me, say above say 32, 33 degrees, and the wind chills will be running in the teens and the 20s. Storm center now, Gulf of Maine pulling away. We'll see some clearing skies as that storm moves out, but behind it will be the bitter cold temperatures and the gusty wind, so the high wind advisory in effect. Futurecast starts off, just follow the clock right up in here, 8 o'clock this morning, with a decrease in the cloud cover, increasing amounts of sunshine. At noontime, we're looking at mainly sunny skies and dry conditions, windy and cold. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, perhaps the kids are still sledding. It's sunny. Tonight, clear skies, blustery, quite cold. Temperatures dropping down into the teens. And then tomorrow morning, looking at sunshine, some fair weather clouds, but a decent start to the work week. All right, city by city and town by town, showing temperatures certainly on the cold side, along with these strong gusty winds, 25 to 35, gusts up to 45. Temperatures not much higher excuse me, than say 31, 32 degrees, but the winds making it certainly feel colder. Looking at mid-30s across southeastern Massachusetts, and then frigid for tonight. Looks like the furnace will be working overtime as temperatures drop down into the teens. The good news in all of this is that really a stretch of storm-free weather on the way next 5 to 7 days, though temperatures certainly running below average on the cold side. Daytime highs 30s, night times in the teens and the 20s. But once we get beyond the strong wind today, starting next week, it's looking pretty good.
All right. Thanks so much, Tony.